Right, good evening everybody. Right. In the words of the song, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Has anybody asked the children what they want? Birmingham City Council's past statements were, every child matters, right place, right now. All these things have been said, and this was said because they said they cared. Well, all these quotes have stopped because Birmingham City Council is planning to cut 6,000 jobs, which have a devastating effect on providing children's services. The expectations of Lord Warner and Legrand is for pushing for faster responses and quicker results. But how will this be achieved? If we cut frontline workers by cutting back on professional support workers, downgrading others, pushing more work on less staff, while saying to those in power, we will still give social workers the support they need to be able to meet the needs of the children and their families. We say all these things, but are we actually seeing them? Birmingham City Council has now set up a fast response team, multi-agency safeguarding hub, who are now saying, we can't meet the fast turnaround that they've asked us to do in 4 hours. They're still struggling to meet that. This team, I've had a worker come in this week to say to me, I'm actually feeling depressed. I'm actually going to go on antidepressants because I can't cope with the workload. And this is the new team that was set up 2 months ago. These cuts will affect all areas of children's services. We're talking about social workers, yacht workers, family support workers, and residential workers. Yet we are seeing in the press that councillors are quoting, we want to give all our children a fair chance at life. Let's see better life chances for these children and better outcomes. What I want to know is, has anybody stopped to ask the staff that are working with these children? Has anybody put the thoughts of the children first? We keep on hearing about Lord Warner, Legrand and everybody else. Has anybody sat down with maybe 30 children in a home, gone there at night, when they're supposed to be settling down for the evening, and seen what the staff have to go through, to know how they have to care for the children, comfort them, and to actually just ask them what it is they want? Nobody does that. We don't see the Lord Warners at night. They come 2 days in how many months to visit Birmingham City Council, and decisions are made on 2 days. Well, we want to know how, having witnessed myself, young children being moved out of residential care into the private sector, not even having a bed when she left. Her new private sector owner took her to the shop on the afternoon that she was going. That is not a provision. That means she was just Birmingham making sure that its hands were swept of this child who was a problem. And as the private sector said, more money. When is Birmingham is planning to outsource its residential estate to the private sector, to an already existing company that it has been using. This company has its headquarters in Delaware, Washington, and are known for their multi-million-dollar profits. Children are priceless, and their care should never be viewed in terms of profit. Be it Birmingham City Council and the Councillor for Children said, we can't continue with children's services as they are now, but I can look back as a residential worker of 18 years, and I've seen the erosion of a service from 120 homes down to 10, and that is what we've got left today. And the saddest part for me is that, we've seen a succession of privileged people that come along who are so far removed from the children, who will never understand their needs, let alone meet their needs. How can we listen to people who don't even understand the children? They don't even know them. It's beyond belief. And finally, Birmingham City Council management invited less than a third of the remaining residential staff to a meeting to make a decision, saying to the staff that we're inviting you to this day where you will help us to make a decision on where residential will go tomorrow. I can only describe this as a farce. And the poor staff went along with this thinking that they were going to really help to make a decision about their future. In fact, they were encouraged to choose a better way to look after Birmingham City Council children. Well, the outcome of this was staff not even knowing that they were going through an options appraisal because they didn't even know what the word meant. This means they were blindly led into outsourcing. Part of the public, I'm saying people of the public, we need your support because we only have 10 homes left. And if we're not careful, Birmingham will not be looking after the children. It will be paying for them at an astronomical price, and it will be at arm's length. This is what Birmingham is offering our children. And I just want to say, I'm saying no to privatisation. Thank you.